Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little, do you like my hair? I've been wearing a toque for the last month and I forgot to go get a haircut. So my hair is kind of like really weird right now. Anyway, so today I'm going to install a new backup camera. So this is let me flip the camera here. So this is the truck camper 2014 Dodge Ram, which comes with its own backup camera. I've showcased how I do my backup camera a bunch of times. And over here, this is my beater truck because I got tired of taking my camper on and off the truck. So I just spent a few $1,000, picked up a beat up old truck to do errands around the house. So it's a 2003 and it does not come with a backup camera. So I installed an AutoVox backup camera. Basically it's a wireless camera between the camera and the view screen up front. This simply just alligator clips right into the wiring harness for the tail light, which gives it its power into the backup light. That's how it knows how to turn on. So inside the vehicle is this tiny little view screen. So the way it wires in is simply, here you can see that. That's the backup camera. And this is the CS2, AutoVox CS2. So the problem I have with this camera is these guidelines it basically tells me there's nobody behind me and I'm not going to hit a telephone pole. But these lines are not where the side of my truck is. Twice, I've almost actually backed into somebody because I thought I could use this line here as a reference to where my vehicle is, and it's not. When I did my mirror check, like I was literally kissing the guy's bumper. It was so close, probably like a millimeter away. So it was rather unfortunate that I couldn't use those lines because I'm so used to it because my other vehicle, everything is exact. Like literally that's the line, those guidelines is where the edge of my truck is. So I know I could use that to back into a parking spot or whatever. So this new camera that they've got, the AutoVox W7 Pro, it does a couple of things different. So apparently you can actually change the width of those lines to match up with the size of your vehicle, and it actually allows for 2 cameras instead of 1. You can actually select between 2 cameras. So this is kind of neat. But what's really interesting is that the way they've sent this backup camera, so this is the one that just came out of the box, looks exactly the same as the one I've already mounted for the previous one, the CS2. So I think what I'll do, the only thing different is this control unit. So I think what I'll do is I'll just simply plug this in and see if it works, because if it does, I don't have to mess around with all these other wires because it's already done. All right, here we go. That was a pretty easy swap. That's the new one. Kick the screen protector off. So basically all I did is just took the old screen off. That's this guy right here. And the only difference is this little antenna right there. So I'm assuming it's got better reception, or maybe because it's trying to grab 2 cameras. And this wire here comes down to this little plug. So all I did is just unplugged it and just left the original 12-volt plug right there. So now that's in. Let's see if we can put it into reverse. Let's see what turns on. Channel 1. I don't actually know how this works because you're seeing this the same time as I am. Oh, there's a bunch of buttons on the side. Channel 1. Oh, look at that. Pairing. So my previous camera doesn't have any of that. So there's the side here, no control. And there is a bunch of controls here. I don't actually know what they do. Hang on, I'll get back to you. Okay, I think I do need to go install those, the other rear camera, because that's probably got pairing, because it's asking to pair and there's nothing that it's pairing to, because the old camera that's mounted right now doesn't actually have any way to pair, so I'll have to do that. Okay, hang on. Okay, so there's the old camera. I didn't have to undo the entire thing because this camera also plugs into the wiring harness that's on the tailgate, the tail light. And here's a new one. So previously I had it mounted here because it had this little mounting plate has a hole in it, so I just screwed it into this thing here. But it does have double-sided tape, so you can see the double-sided tape and that's just going to stay put right there. It was really sticky tape, it wasn't coming off, so I figure with the new lines that I can actually adjust, and I can actually now use the line to guide the actual edges of my truck. I better have this camera centered so I can actually tell where I'm driving. There you go, so everything is installed, and let's put it into reverse, and there it is, it's working. So obviously it was just the camera that was not correct. So what I'm going to do here is, I know that the side of my truck is almost at the curb, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it right into the curb. So hang on here, engine in reverse, hold the menu button for 3 seconds, then I can select from 6 different sets of guidelines. That must be it right there. Oh, look at that. So I need probably that one there. Okay, so the previous one did not do this, so that's super helpful. And apparently you can actually do 2 cameras with this. So let's say, for example, if you had a camera on your truck, and then you can also put a camera on the back of your trailer, so you can actually see, you can switch the view, and now you can actually see the trailer backing up behind you. So if you're towing a trailer, that might be a huge thing. But I believe your trailer would need to have backup light, because that's where the power comes from. It's got to come from, it gets powered up when you put your vehicle into reverse. So as long as your trailer has reverse lights, it should power up. I'm guessing that's how that would work, because that would make the most amount of sense. Anyway, always see on the camper forums a bunch of people who have taken their tailgate off, or they have a vehicle that simply doesn't have a view screen. They want to add one on afterwards. So this might be a really nice option for you guys. So quick little video just on just a little unit. I think it's really cool, especially considering when my truck here, this beater truck that I have, is 2003, doesn't come with a backup camera, and this is a nice option for me to want to just back into spots, just make sure I'm not running over anything, and just how far I'm driving. The previous version, the CS2, I think it is, I can't remember, it didn't have that guideline changing option, which was, like I said, I almost hit somebody twice, and it was just because I put it in reverse, looked at the line, just sheer out of habit, because my other vehicle over there, the guidelines are obviously perfect because they're dialed specifically for that truck. So now with this one here, I should be way more accurate. I mean, obviously the first couple of times with the newly set guidelines here, I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm good, but hopefully that'll do the trick. There you go, you guys. And this one here, I want to say it's the Auto AUTO Vox W7-Pro. I'll put the link in the description. Got it off Amazon. It's really inexpensive, actually. And if you want the previous version, which is a little bit cheaper but doesn't have the adjustable guidelines and only has 1 camera, and this one has 2, you have to buy the second camera. The kit only comes with 1, but that might be a good option for you guys. Anyways, thanks for sticking with me for another video. Talk to you guys soon. See you in the next one.